Hey guys, Brent Hull Wednesday design video, designing a garage, how to do it, how to make it look right. Come join me. So we've got an historic house in Tennessee that's this house. It is a 1880s Italianate house, and it's not a perfect one. It's not a great one. It would have been fun if there was a tower or something, but there are great architectural details that we will be restoring and putting back. Now, it's about a 2 or 3 acre property. It goes down to a big barn in the back. The garage was gone, and so we're trying to put it back. Now, here's the deal. If we look at the lot of this house, the house is kind of like right here, right up front. There's a pad right there, and then there's a big barn in the back, okay? So we're trying to make a garage that's going to kind of fit right there, and you can see I've kind of sketched this in, but how do you get a design idea? How do you get ideas? Well, one thing to look is a book like this, Stables and Outbuildings and Fences, okay? So this is an 1870s book all on stables, okay, and outbuildings. And what it does is it goes through kind of in 3 sections: stables, farm buildings, and outbuildings. That would be ice houses and things like that. And then there's a bunch of gates and a really fun gate details and stuff. So these books are great design ideas. So this is 1870s, and so you see designs like this that are super charming, okay, super filled with tons of character, okay? And really, the success of this garage is really going to be driven by the details, how all the parts and pieces come together. This is a wooden stable for 3 horses. It's really also interesting how they think about the design and how they think about how these things put together with the stables, the carriage room, stairs. And so, really looking through a book like this and then studying the details. Notice there's Gothic Revival pieces, there's Italianate, Second Empire, right? All part of that, Victorian movement and different architectural styles. So in the back, you'll see a bunch of gate things, which are really a lot of fun. There's rustic fences and stone fences and a bunch of different architectural details. They're rustic fences, which are super fun. Would be things like you might see in Llewellyn Park in New Jersey, where we did that one house. And so anyway, bunch of great details. Now, the reason I'm looking at that is I'm trying to figure out, what architectural style we should use, okay? And so basically I've kind of settled on this kind of design where we've got a tall building, you've got a stable door for horses, and then a more human scale door down here for humans, right? We're gonna break it up. It's gonna be a 1-car garage, right? These people care about the historic authenticity, so I can give them a 1-car garage. And so they don't need, 5 cars or anything. And so they're my age, and so they're looking for something that's charming, that's unique. But I'm also going to give them a little side pull-in thing in case just to get it out of the rain. So there are these small details on the right side, some kind of pull through here, this taller door, which is really made like a carriage door where a single car can go in, and then a potting shed or a shop over here on this other side. Now, looking at it from this way, you can see kind of how it's laid out and the scale of the different buildings. And then looking at it this way, you can see the kind of this open deal. Now, the fun thing is that it's all in the details. It's all in, how these little pieces and parts are put together. You'll notice that over this doorway, there's a little shed roof that was probably kicking out, say, 18 inches, 2 feet. Well, there's going to be a very pretty bracket that we're going to be able to put in here. And, if we wanted to go Gothic with it, we could do a little trifoil in here. We could put a little fun design. These things would all be chamfered. I'm just having fun with the designs here, how we chamfer these details, the ornamentation we put in there, so that this door, right, is very fun. So that we've got a covering over here, the doors, the windows, the little barn hayloft door. You notice there's a way to get up over top here. But, one of the things that's going to make this successful is scale, right? And is the story. Because we've got a brick house, there's a hierarchy, like this is going to be wood siding. So I've got vertical board and batten here. I've got horizontal siding here. So we'll play with a mixture of materials. We may go with a wood shake roof. We may go with a standing seam roof. They've got a metal shingled roof on this house. Not really sure whether that's an original feature or not. So we're going to try to pick up architectural features in here and infuse them into this carriage house. This door right there you know, if we're just going to sit there and look at this door, the way that they made these doors, and if you look at it in section, is that, you know, this let's just say is the 2 panels, right? Now inside there would be beadboard, right? Tongue and groove beadboard that would run this way in the door. This little edge here would be chamfered. This little edge here would be chamfered. So you got these stop chamfers going around here, and then, you know, same thing down here. The little subtle little details that would be so much fun, right? And then this is very thick. So if I looked at a section of that door, you know, basically that door is going to be your beadboard right in here, these outside edges with the chamfers in here. So that door may be, you know, 3 inches wide, 2 3/4, 2.5 inches, something big and hefty, because that's going to give this shadow line, that's going to give this kind of this character and infusement of detail that's going to be a lot of fun. So I've showed this first variation to the owner. We're going to tweak some things. We're going to move this thing back. We're going to probably make it a little bit bigger. Maybe put a little brick chimney in there so he can have a stove when it's cold mornings and stuff like that, a little parlor stove. So fun, character infusing things, but how do you get a garage on a historic house? One, you got to remember that cars aren't around in 1870, so this would have to be a carriage house. It'd have to be something for horses, stalls, things like that. We're taking that kind of design ideal and trying to build a house that would have been there as part of the original house as it would have been there. So kind of a fun detail. It'll be a fun project to build. Stay tuned, more to come. I'm Brent Hull, thanks for watching.